So your son Afonso entered kindergarten last fall after being here at ScuttleBugs for a year.
Yeah.
Do you feel Afonso was socially and emotionally prepared for the transition to kindergarten?
He was. He was definitely very ready. I think Scuttlebugs specifically did a good job in introducing him to the idea that, next year you're moving on to a different place, you're going to meet new friends. And all the kids were very excited about that idea of meeting new friends, new teachers. They even talk about, I'm going to college. You see, somehow that made it really fun. So when he was going into school and started kindergarten, we were kind of concerned maybe, he's find this idea really fun for the first week, and then reality falls and he will say, no, I want to go back to my old school. But he was really excited, so I think you guys did a good job in preparing him for what is coming. I think one thing that ScuttleBugs did really well was you have this presentation Friday that you ask the kids to bring a favorite toy and try to introduce themselves and talk about that specific toy. So I think that introduced them to the idea that I need to be a little bit more open, not be scared of open and speak out loud. And so when he got to meet new friends, I told him, just go ahead, introduce yourself, don't be afraid. The same way you're new, everybody's new. And just think about those Fridays. The same way you lost the fear there, it will also happen there. So yeah, he was ready.
How do you feel he's doing academically?
He's doing well. I've noticed in our specific school, they have this assistance group with volunteers, and as of now, Afonso hasn't resourced to that because the teacher, according to the teacher, is really ahead of his age group. So it's been good phonetically, mathematical side. There's no issues reported to that. So yeah, pretty much satisfied with it. Before ScuttleBugs, we were in a different preschool that was play-based, and they spent most of the time outside. And, that's wonderful, but we also thought it was needed the time to change it to a little bit more of a structure environment to introduce them to the idea that, in kindergarten, it will not always be playing. And that's okay. That can be fun too. Learning is fun too. So I think ScuttleBugs was the perfect decision between that kind of preschool to kindergarten. It was just the perfect moment to change and put them in ScuttleBugs. First, as I mentioned, Afonso was in a different preschool, and then pandemic hit, the school was closed, so he stayed at home for a year and a half with us. So, of course, he became very attached to us. And I remember the first month he joined ScuttleBugs was very hard on him and on us, to a point that we thought, okay, no, that's it. We had changed him to something else. This is not working. And we spoke with you, Miss Sarah, and I think you and the teachers did an amazing job. You started introducing him new ideas of how can he introduce himself in the classroom, how can it could be possibly integrated in the classroom. And, it literally, after you guys intervened, I would say it took it another month. And he became, I think, very comfortable with everybody. I remember her dropping him in school, and everybody was like, Afonso, super excited. And I was just like, wow, how did that happen, right? For a moment that, everybody was in their own circles to be open to a new kid. I know he loves to trouble you and Miss Linda asking for the water tables. I think that was a hit, especially I think it's a summer camp, right? So you bring water tables. I think sometimes you'd bring bouncy houses. And he goes yeah, those were the times, my new school is not fun. I want to go back to ScuttleBugs. And I have to say back to reality. School is still fun, and it's okay. You can still come and visit them, and it's glorious times. But yes, he has really good memories about ScuttleBugs, so which is a good thing. I want to add, everybody's wonderful. Sometimes we have those moments that the kids are like, no, I don't want to go to school, and it's happening right now with our youngest, but the teachers are very empathetic with the child, and they really want to relate, so they call her and sit up with her, and it makes it easier a little bit for a mom's heart to let the kid be. So yeah, I really want to be thankful for you and for the amazing teachers you guys have.